Story time. So I was recently on a project working with a dude, we'll call him Bob. And Bob was supposed to send an email out. And the email was supposed to have gone out about a week ago. And I was due to give an update to the leadership team on how many people opened this email, how it was received. This email was going to be sort of the linchpin of how we proceeded with communication about the project. And they really wanted to know how this product that we were creating was being received in the market. The problem was Bob did not send the email. Now, I could have just said to leadership, oh no, Bob didn't send the email. We have a problem. And that would have thrown Bob under the bus, right? And no matter what was going on, Bob would have been sort of painted in a bad light and assumptions would be made about Bob's work and leadership would be left stressed out. I did not do that. What I did is going into the meeting, I realized Bob didn't send this email out. This email is really important to the project. I called Bob and said, hey man, why did this email not go out? What's going on? What kind of support do you need to have this email be sent? And what I learned from Bob is that the CRM, the tool that was going to be used to send that email out, was a chaotic mess. There was not a clear list of people to even send the email to. And so if he had just sent it like he was told, it would have gone to only a couple hundred people instead of thousands of people. He needed to do a bunch of cleanup within that tool so this email could be sent out effectively and give leadership the data they wanted. So I had two conversations, right? I had one with Bob of like, hey man, thank you for explaining that to me. Next time you come up against a barrier, I need you to tell me as soon as possible so I can have your back, right? Not after it's past due. The other conversation I had was with leadership to explain, hey, this thing hasn't been done. Here's why. Bob and his team are doing a bunch of amazing work for you, cleaning up your environment. That email is going to get sent out by this date, right? And we'll have the data you're looking for by next week's update. So I was able to present leadership with a risk as well as the mitigation plan, as well as bringing them their attention to an issue within their internal systems. And I was able to have Bob's back. That builds trust between me as a project manager and the resources that I am managing to have my project be effective. So I'm not going to be thrown under the bus in the future by Bob, right? That builds trust there. It also builds trust with leadership, that they see that when I come to them with problems, I also come to them with solutions. And I'm going to do my due diligence to understand the full lay of the land rather than being Chicken Little, the sky is falling, right? So in this particular case, Bob cleaned up the environment as best he could. He sent the email out and we had that data for the project leaders the next week as promised. Before you throw somebody under the bus, give them a chance to get on it.